Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for December 23rd to the 31st, to the end of the month, to the end of the year. End of the year. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. This is for Gemini. Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's jump into it. This is definitely going to be. I'm going to spend a little bit more time with you. I want this to be one of the like more meaningful connecting readings because we are wrapping up the year. Thank you so much for all your support. If you're a subscriber, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being with me. It has been a year, has it not? You've had Jupiter in your sign. Here's the thing. Let me tell you what's happening here, okay? I talked about this in your monthly forecast, and now we're here. All right, so this is going to be a time for the latter half of December. It's all about introspection and being very optimistic about your future, about 2025, okay? And I'm talking not glass half full, I'm talking glass overflowing, all right? Because of these squares, which again, I gave you this heads up in your monthly forecast. So it's I hope that you're preparing for this. It's you may feel a little bit of a squeeze, so just continue to vibrate at that high frequency and attract everything that you deserve, and you will. You will. All right. And here are the dates. Obviously, right? If you're new to my channel, I'm going to give you a little astrological overview for what you can expect. Then I'll do your spread, and then I'll do your second spread. All right. These are just the peaks of the aspects, but you're going to feel this all week. Okay. And as you can see, we do have a new moon, the second new moon of December. We'll talk about that. We're going to get really deep into that one because it's a little tricky, and I want to help navigate. Okay. And if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising, your moon, for your, parent, whatever it is, kid, you can see Jupiter clearly, obviously, in your sign, Saturn in Pisces, Mercury still in Sagittarius. All the mutable signs are definitely going to feel this energy, okay, the most. Just letting you know. All right. So, and we're going to go a little bit deeper with the new moon, with your second spread. Now, Tuesday, December 24th is when we really kick this off. Jupiter squaring Saturn, 14 degrees. It's exact. Okay. So this is it. This is happening on Christmas Eve. If you celebrate that, just know December 24th. Now, remember, Jupiter expands, right? Saturn contracts. Jupiter amplifies. Saturn restricts and reduces. So this is all about your beliefs, the Jupiter Saturn square, the big picture that you've been working on for yourself, wisdom, things that you want to grow, okay? Especially when it comes to career for you, Gemini. If you're not here for career, if you're retired, whatever it is, what are you exerting your energy into that you want to be known for, okay? Because this is your 10th house we're talking about. Jupiter's in your sign, Saturn and Pisces in your 10th house, so that's career, your reputation, public recognition, honors, achievement, social status, leadership, okay? So this is where you're going to feel a little bit of a test. That's where you're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze. Saturn wants to see how committed you truly are, all right? Do you know your limits as well? Are you bringing structure and stability in those areas of your life? All right. Now, like I said, you're going to feel that you've been feeling Jupiter Saturn pretty much like all year. You've been feeling it, especially from like fall moving forward. Now, we have one more Jupiter Saturn square, June 2025. Yep, in your birthday season next year. But then never again until 2036. And I want you to know this is part of a larger cycle with the Jupiter Saturn conjunction that happened December 2020. It's just part of life, right? But think about what happened for you following December 2020, all right? The months after that, the changes that were happening in your life. So this Jupiter Saturn square, the ones that, even the one in August that we just had, they're just these cycles that's helping you work through any challenges, okay? In a way where you're becoming more patient, more practical, really going within, coming out, being the best version of yourself, not undervaluing yourself either. Okay, don't do that. And stay true to you, all right? It is Jupiter in your sign. Out of all the signs, Gemini, you have the most luck, okay? The most good fortune, All right. So Jupiter is optimism. So staying optimistic. And I say that because Saturn's here. All right. Saturn, which is Capricorn's ruler in Capricorn season, is saying, what do you want? What are your long-term goals? Okay. What are your long-term goals? Because I'm going to limit them a little bit. I'm going to test you a little bit. Okay. So you just have to kind of navigate Saturn, Saturn being the authority. And he does bring like these reality checks. So if you have these big goals to be, an astronaut, or you have these big goals to get Fritos for life for free, Saturn's going to be like, okay, those are it. Okay, well, I'm actually going to see for myself. I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you, see if that's what you really, really, really want. Okay, because Saturn looks for cracks, right? So if you are deep down, authentically knowing what you want, okay, you're going to be fine. Just know it may be tested a little bit. So the universe knows, yeah, this is truly what this Gemini wants. All right. So if you don't want, free Fritos for life, maybe don't put energy toward that. Right. So just know this is all Saturn is Chronos, all about the long term plans. Remember Saturn again, because he's all about discipline. You want to show him that you are hardworking and you are committed to your personal and professional goals. Saturn is karma. Don't forget that, and rewards you. All right. So think about this time. You may be adjusting to some changes along your path to enlightenment, your finish line, your end game, your goals, your legacy. All right. Just know Saturn may test you a little bit. All right. So don't lose inspiration or motivation. Continue to move forward, all right? Because these will pass. Now, I did say we had Jupiter square Saturn in August, just a few months ago. So essentially, you've been feeling, and I've been getting, and I see your comments, I read your comments, and I address a lot of them in the live streams. A lot of Geminis have been saying, oh, nothing's been happening for me. I haven't gotten any luck. Well, you have. But that's the thing. Some of these Saturn squares may make, like, really test you. So when Jupiter is in someone's sign, you do have the most luck out of all the signs, okay? The most abundance, the most good fortune. So you've gotten a lot of that. But Saturn's is kind of just making you look at all the hard stuff. So you forget the good stuff. So just continue to vibrate at this high frequency, all right? Now, back in August, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a real life example, Gemini, all right? If you're new to my channel, I'm a Gemini rising with Jupiter in Gemini natally, okay? So I've really felt it. All right. I'm a 0 degree Gemini rising. I'm more Gemini than you. No, I'm joking. I'm not. But August, when we had the Jupiter Saturn square, remember, we also had Mars square Saturn. And something similar is happening, which I'll talk about later. But we also had Mars square Saturn in August at that time. If you're a subscriber, you may remember what happened to me back in August. All right. Around mid-August to about September, mid-September. Saturn really tested me. So it's around August where, my dog was going through mobility issues, herniated discs, hip issues, all of that. That started around April, but it was August where I had, at that point in August, reached I spent about $15,000 on her. And so me being an Aquarius, Saturn is testing Aquarius in their second house of income, salary, money, finances. So I was feeling the squeeze. Okay. That's a lot of money. I mean, she had to go through weekly physical therapy, muscle shock therapy, acupuncture, all these pills, this pill, that pill, 2 different vets. So it was all adding up. And by August, once I hit $50,000, that was a little crazy for me. And that was a lot of, you would say stress around that time, because around that time, I'm still doing all 12 signs for this channel. And I don't have any help. I'm a one-man team. I don't have anyone. There's a lot of work that goes through the back end, okay? On top of a full-time job. And on top of the fact that I had written a book, a young adult novel, and I'd finished it. I was very excited. And it was around August where I had to start the editing process. If you know anything about publishing, when you write something, right? And you're Geminis. Y'all are amazing writers. 80% of it would be editing. And so August for me, I had to make some adjustments. Okay. I have the craziest writer's block in August that came out of nowhere. Saturn was really, on top of taking care of my dog, on top of pivoting with stuff that was happening in my life. And you may remember I was hospitalized. And so, did I feel restricted? Yes. Okay. Was it easy for me to do your videos? No. Was it easy for, do you know what I mean? Like, Saturn will do that. The day that I got out of the hospital, my dog, Ruby, tore a ligament in her knee. So there was something on top of something on top of something where I couldn't even take care of myself because I was taking care of my dog. And the health issue that I had, and a lot of it's burnout too. A lot of it was burnout. All right. So, my lesson learned was I can't work 60 to 80-hour weeks anymore. And on top of that, over this recent Thanksgiving, a lot of the health issues that I went through came back. And so there you go. There's that Jupiter Saturn square coming back. So what did I learn? Remember, Saturn's all about life lessons. I learned I had to chill. I had to focus on me. Okay. So that's the thing. That's the thing. It's all about those life lessons. And it might come, Saturn's going to make you work really hard. All right. Saturn, and everyone's going to experience in a different way, right? It's everyone's going to do it. It's your experience is going to be very different from another Gemini's. You have different birth charts, you have different rising signs, you have different everythings, right? So just know, even though that Saturn is considered a malefic planet, he is on your side. He wants you to grow and thrive. And sometimes he makes you do it the hard way, like this. But now I know my limits, okay? And, you can actually change things with the Jupiter Saturn squares. Change the way that you see things, restructure things, change even your beliefs about the way things work, having this very introspective journey. Remember, Jupiter is in your sign and retrograde. So you're doing that already, but just don't spread yourself thin. Okay? Especially because Mars is retrograde too. Mm. And that's delays. That's, pride. That's ego. That's questioning loyalty. I'll talk more about Mars retrograde in my next live stream, just because we're in the thick of it now. So people are feeling it. You're seeing it happen all over the world. All right. So let's again work with this energy. Don't let it work you. Okay. And the more that you find that Jupiter square Saturn impacts you, it just means the more adjustments you might have to make. And Gemini, if you have a great memory, if you have a truly great memory, think about May to June, again, your birthday season in 2016. That was the last time that we had this cycle, right? The Jupiter Saturn square. So see what was going on around that time. But if you've gone through something hard in August or September or surrounding that time, things are going to be easier as long as you learned from it, okay? Because Saturn wants you to learn. Now, Thursday, December 26th, I'm getting so emotional with y'all. Mercury opposite Jupiter squaring Saturn, sorry. Mercury opposite Jupiter squaring Saturn. So let's talk about Mercury opposite Jupiter first. This is fun. I like this for you. This is great. You've got Mercury, first of all, Mercury in Sagittarius, right? Jupiter in your sign. So mutual reception here. So it's almost like these planets are doing this like fist bump behind the scenes for you. Really, really wonderful. There could be something here with partnerships and relationships, one-on-one commitments for you. I like that it's right. And Mercury is your ruling planet. So this is definitely going to have a big impact on you. I like the fact that it is in the middle of all these squares because it brings this bouncy, fun, big ideas, exciting conversations, seeking higher meanings in life, that kind of energy. Jupiter has always been the king of the gods. All right. He is the wisdom bringer. So something that could be really moving for you this way, bringing, knowing your truths and tapping into your inner wisdom around this time, again, may be something with partnerships and relationships. It is a very optimistic aspect, but it's also like, it's very wise owl in expanding the higher mind, but just don't overindulge. Okay, you're gonna be fine. But again, people who have this in their chart, they're super fun. They can talk, and people listen. It's like Stevie Nicks, right? She Olivia Rodrigo, Barack Obama, they all have that, Mercury opposite Jupiter in their charts. Now, Mercury square Saturn, we literally had this 20 days ago on December 6th. Remember, I said it's going to happen twice. So, just authorities may test you, they may be a little bit challenging, or maybe there's a part of you where you're just feeling like you're saying to yourself, I can't do this. You can, okay? Again, this is just like something that's just testing you. So it's all about practicing patience, knowing you can have whatever you want, okay? You have the power to choose, okay? You can create your reality. I talk about this all the time. Just work with Saturn's rules. Don't fight it. Work with it, okay? Remember, Saturn's going to reward you. Fritos for life, whatever you want, okay? But no, to be more seriously, you being at your peak in your career. Oh my goodness, you're going to be famous. You saw your 2025 forecast. This is big, okay? This is really big. All right, now, Friday, December 27th, Venus is going to square Uranus. Here's the thing. You've got Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, squaring Venus, which is in Aquarius. So there's going to be a degree of feeling like you need a little bit of freedom here. This is an aspect where it's all about breakthroughs or breakups or breakdowns for breakthroughs, okay? In relationships, likely in friendships, community, money matters could be in the mix here as well. If you're in a healthy relationship and y'all are you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Here's the thing. I suggest you use this to do something fun and unique and spontaneous, okay? Go to an escape room, right? Make a mistletoe out of spaghetti with your partner. Whatever you want. Just do something like different here, okay? Uranus is all about surprises, unexpected breakthroughs, and he is the great awakener. So use this energy. Have your even breakthrough in ideas. Like this is hitting your spirit. Is there going to be a very spiritual time for you? This is hitting your 12th house and the 9th house. Wow, there's going to be, you may get like psychic pops this day, or you could definitely pay attention to your dreams. You could be getting messages from your dreams. Now, kicking off the next week, which would be on Monday, the 30th, and pretty much kicking off to 2025 is the second new moon of December. The new moon in Capricorn is happening around 5:30 my time. That would be Eastern Standard Time. So New York City time, wherever you live in this world. Listen, this is a Saturn ruled new moon in Capricorn during Capricorn season that's going to be sextiling Saturn. It's like serious. It's serious. It's a cardinal degree as well. So this is more about, again, being very disciplined, grounding yourself, but also feeling very ambitious. Not only having a plan, setting intentions with this plan, but committing to it, okay? That's what this new moon is all about for 2025, right? Now, it's in Capricorn. That's your 8th house. So this is going to have to do with relationships. It can be love. It can be business partners. This is going to have to do with money, shared resources, okay? It's a big thing here, all right? This is your death and rebirth moment. This is your 8th house. Death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration. This is a big new moon for you, Gemini. Okay, use it. Now, if you saw your annual forecast, I did tell you the full moon in Capricorn in July, and I looked at every single one, is one of the best, if not the best full moon that we have in 2025. So what rewards do you want to reap by July 2025? Put wheels in motion. Okay, just remember, all of this is happening too. So don't lose motivation, right? With these Saturn squares. And 2 days after this new moon, Mars opposite Pluto. So that's a big thing, all right? So there's definitely got to be something there where you're going to start feeling it this week. again, just don't get distracted. We'll talk more about that in your monthly forecast for January. All right. We already had, and this is the other thing. It's hitting your third and ninth house. So just be mindful of traveling. All right. You may, if you're traveling with someone, you may not see eye to eye. There could be a backseat driver, just something where you're just like, "Rrr." Okay, so that's it. All right, so let's break it down. And then what I'm gonna do in your second spread, I'm gonna look a little bit. We're gonna go a little bit deeper. There's a lot I did not talk about. All right, but you're gonna love what's happening. There's an aspect that's happening New Year's Eve for you. That's so good. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on for you. All right, for December 23rd to the 31st for Gemini, Gemini rising, and Gemini moon. All right. Gemini, wow. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Listen, I do a traditional cult cross spread. Yeah, it gives the best overview, right? And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Gemini, thanks so much for again, just for being here. Y'all are amazing. Y'all, listen, I hope that you're having a wonderful December and excited for 2025. Let me just do a quick time check here. Okay, so we're good. Oh, wow. Okay, so there we go. I would definitely spend some time here, right? And also here, your pineal gland, all right? Your third eye, sixth sense, intuition, all of that, all right? That's gonna, you see that something amazing is about to happen, but I want you to get out of your head. Again, another, like, I know there's a lot. It's hard to say that to a Gemini, right? Like, anyway, Knight of Pentacles, right? Really great. I love that for you. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. That's all about everything I just said earlier. Really being patient, diligent, like the Knight of Pentacles here, in terms of the long term, what you want, the goals that, the things that you want to reap in the future. This is the biggest field in tarot. He's planted his seeds and he's going to reap his rewards. This is all about longevity. It doesn't matter how long it takes. All right. He's in it to win it. All right. So big commitment energy that you may be moving into, thinking about feeling as well, that structure, feeling grounded, things are stable for you, and you see ahead, like how you are setting yourself up for this very auspicious future. Okay. But he is very patient. You see knights are active, and you see his horse is barely moving. Okay. So it's all about that longevity. All right. Being in the moment as well, being aware, self-aware within your physical world. That's what pentacles are as well. Now you have the Five of Swords in the heart of your spread. That's why I say up here. All right. So Saturn, like I said, is going to test you, but also, we're approaching, you're going to feel Mars opposite Pluto too. And you have Venus and Pluto in Aquarius in your ninth house. So that's happening. You have that Venus aspect with Uranus in your 12th house. So those are two houses where this can, truly come up. That Five of Swords, that is an Aquarius card. That is your ninth house of your belief system. So there just may be something testing you, or someone testing you in terms of like what you believe, things that you know to be true, but it's almost like they could really get under your skin. All right. With Mars retrograde. Okay. Remember, that's a thing. And Mars is retrograde in Leo in your third house. You are the native ruler of the third house, all about communication right here. All right. So this is just being mindful about communication. And again, internally, like if you have that tug of war energy, really, really finding solutions to, okay, I'm over analyzing this, or I don't feel like this is the way that I should be thinking. How can I get out of this headspace? What can I do, right? To continue to move forward, knowing that I have everything set up for me because I'm creating my reality and I feel good about it and I feel confident about it, because this card at the end of the day is all about like self-dignity, self-respect. And so keep that in mind. All right. So for the fact that you have the Six of Pentacles in your challenge area as well, that is just saying that there may be something here where other people are involved for the latter half of December, and they're part of your journey. And maybe you're not seeing eye to eye, and maybe you're not feeling that you're getting that support from them. But another question you may want to ask yourself is like, have I distanced myself from people? Can I resolve that? Is there a way to compromise here? Can I have these healing words? Again, I'm going to tell you something that's happening toward, in your second spread I do, but let me just clarify that. Yeah, you got the Page of Wands here. Clarifying that Five of Swords, that's amazing. Page of Wands, again, career, enterprise, work, your passions, your ambitions. There's this liveliness of something new, something fresh and new. If you can get out of that headspace, you make room for all of this new stuff to come through. All right. And then you can manifest that in your world the way that the Page of Wands is going to do that in this desert landscape here, because he's ready for change. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Now, you do have the Seven of Wands, which again, a lot of this could just be not seeing eye to eye with other people. And remember, Mars retrograde is going to have a big impact on everybody. And again, that's in your third house. So yes, could it be aunts, uncles, cousins, distant relatives, neighbors, siblings? Yes, it's your third house. That is very possible. I also talked about travel, maybe a little bit of a thing as well. Could be, maybe something there. But third house is communication as well. So there may be just something that, you feel like there's just, some action with other people involved. But you have that Knight of Wands in the root of your spread. So I love that you got these two knights. It feels like you are in action mode anyway. Just continue to stay in that action mode, but continuing to move higher and higher and higher in your frequency, becoming like the best version of yourself, or even in a situation, the better person in this situation as well, like rising above. This is just really going after things that you want. He's really on a mission is what he is, but there's that travel element here as well. So there could be something here, and it could be travel of the mind, right? With Pluto and Venus in Aquarius in your ninth house. There really could be something here with Mercury and Sagittarius that rules the ninth house. So just gaining all that wisdom, but there's something for you to gain that's has all this action. You being very active, it's just maybe not seeing eye to eye with someone, could be a little bit of a speed bump. So let's, smooth that out. And then you got the Lovers. I mean, and your future. Hello. I talked about partnerships and relationships. This is really great because the Lovers, I feel like you got it. Like it's coming up a lot, and I'm not surprised. The Lovers is attributed to Gemini. And so you see Archangel Raphael here. I mean, you've got an archangel in your future blessing you with all this love and self-love. All right. And that comes first. Okay, so there may be some experience that you go through. It could be the Saturn squares or, Mercury as well. Remember, Mercury square Saturn is also saying things you probably shouldn't say, saying things that you're like, oops, I didn't mean to say that. So just keep that in mind, because you're Geminis. Y'all, that's your beat. That's your forte, communication. But Lovers, that's amazing. So there's something about relationships and partnerships that's coming through where you have choices, where it's your choice. So I absolutely love this. You see that blast of sun here too. Remember I said optimism, abundance, all of it. You can wait for it. It's right here. All right. Something new that you're moving into. It could be a new partnership as well, reaching the next level in a relationship as well, or a partnership. But it feels really, really good. And there is that depth that new moon brings. Remember, I said it's in your eighth house. So partnerships is part of that. And it's deep. All right. Deep love as well. And it can be even, business partners, platonic, making up, right? And someone as well. So Gemini, okay, let's get to yourself. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I appreciate all that. All right. And I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. All right. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Wow. That's like blinding. All this sunlight. Oh my gosh. Did I just do that? That was so dorky. Anyway, you're good. Clearly you're good. There's going to be a little, I would get out of your headspace. If you find, and again, write things down, maybe have a journal, vision board, all of that. Do something, Mars is physicality too. So, maybe like do a little bit of walk around, but in nature, all that's going to help. You're going to be absolutely fine as long as you do all that. Eight of Pentacles, really great. There's something that you are working toward and you're not being distracted. Clearly, with these two knights very active here, you got some you got a vision. You got something that you're looking forward to, something that you're manifesting. Now, this is putting in that work, right? This is really great. This is the Eight of Pentacles. It's taking that inspired action to reach your goals, reach your legacy, knowing what you want, okay? And going after it. This is amazing. You got justice here in your external factors area. So remember, I said this could even be making up with someone. Yeah, with justice here in your external factors. Yeah, absolutely. It could also be like some of y'all are possibly getting married. Okay, you got the Judge here with the Lovers. All right, with that Page of Wands, or something new, like a new legal contract, new partnership, business. There is something here that's beautiful. All right. Justice, highly associated with karma, right? So really, you're going to find yourself, for the next, until the end of the month, cutting things that you don't need, severing things. Mars is like a laser too. So severing things that you're just like, this is not part of my karmic path, but this is amazing. This is huge. Oh my gosh. Look, you got the sun as well. This is absolutely, and just keep moving toward that. That there's sun is optimism. Remember what I said from the very beginning. Stay optimistic. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be great. A lot of abundance there. I mean, you're gonna be fine. I love the fact you got that. Now, you're gonna be fine because you got the Ten of Pentacles, too, in your final outcome. So remember what I talked about. Legacy, moving toward your legacy, right? Your finish line, your goals, all of that. I mean, you see that here. This is big. This is the only card where you see the pentacles, I mean, literally raining down in the form of the tree of life. Yeah? You see all this comfort. You see how big the castle is. This is coming into your physical realm as well, right? This is coming into that appreciation for what you have in your physical world, okay? Material wealth as well, but spiritual wealth as well, but wealth. Okay, let's just keep it as wealth. There's something you're moving into that's very prosperous here. Very prosperous. Look at that. Okay, so remember, you're putting in that work because you know that's going to happen, right? The Eight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. And then you've got that Knight of Pentacles here as well. Wow. This is huge. This is really big. You see all that harvest. This is really big. Now, the other thing I was going to say is that a lot of y'all may have family energy for the next few weeks as well. There's a lot of family energy here, and that could be like with your parents or children, significant other as well. Big time. But wow, there is some commitment that's coming. That's, justice is working in your favor here, as in, remember, actions have consequences, okay? You're on a karmic journey, so just bear that Five of Swords in mind. Ooh, there's something you really, really, really want, though, and you're gonna get it. You're good. You're absolutely good. Let's break it down now. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to your navigation, okay? Your little compass here, and go a little bit deeper in this new moon in Capricorn, what you can expect. But before we even do that, I want you to remember that, or I want to just tell you, on the 22nd, December 22nd, we have the last quarter moon. So it really is just being in preparation mode for the new moon, really preparing. It's almost like starting to manifest like now. So you build up that energy. All right. So I really love this for you. And then pay attention to the day after, Monday, the 23rd, when we have the moon in Libra. That's so sweet and so special. A lot of family stuff for you too. Okay. Children, family, true love, all of that. Now, what's really wonderful is we have this amazing air trine that day too. Venus in Aquarius, moon in Libra, Jupiter in your sign. It's a Venus ruled moon on the 23rd. So please be social. I would not be surprised if you make new friends. I would not be surprised if you have really big, wonderful moments around partnerships and relationships and legal matters and whatnot. All right. Now, December 24th, this is Christmas Eve. The moon is actually void pretty much all day. So I would not initiate anything around or have an important conversation. Luckily, this is like holidays and you're not like in work mode. So just keep that in mind. I'll talk about void moons and maybe like a live stream, but it's Like for instance, me, like I never take a Zoom call when the moon is void. Okay, you will see the difference when you take a Zoom call when the moon is void and when it's not void. We'll talk about it in a live stream. And then on Christmas, if that's your thing, but even if it's not, December 25th, this is Wednesday, the moon is going to be in Scorpio. And so it's going to sextile the sun. And so this is going to be deep. This is like deep feelings, deep conversations, big heart to heart energy. Maybe something's coming to the surface, very emotionally moving. All right. So just keep that in mind. The Scorpio energy, moon in Scorpio can get a little deep, even like forensic, like private invest, like you being like Scooby-Doo around this time. And then over the weekend, Friday to Sunday, December 27th to the 29th, moon in Sagittarius all weekend long. That's really, really nice. There for something for you, by the way, will be amplified with partnerships and relationships with this moon in Sagittarius. And you see that you have it here anyway. So just keep that in mind. You're going to want a little bit of movement because remember, Venus will be squaring Uranus. There may be something here. Again, it can be career, it can be work, but they're also publishing, writing something maybe big around this time. Saturday, December 28th, Chiron goes direct in Aries. Love that. Very soft movement there. But it's the New Year's Eve. It's Monday 30th, Tuesday the 31st. Mercury trine Chiron. I talked about this. This is amazing. This is wonderful. This is speaking, healing words into existence. So remember, you have that healer here in your future, Archangel Raphael, which is really wonderful. This is moving forward with constructive conversations. Chiron, the wounded healer. This is healing old wounds. So I love this for you, all right, because it's Mercury trine Chiron, not only in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams, okay, but also friendships, groups you belong to. And the fact that you still got Mercury in Sagittarius in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So this Mercury trine Chiron is really nice for you. It's, again, there's maybe even mediation if you feel that there's not seeing out. There's something here really, really nice. There's a lot of partnership activity, especially with the moon in Capricorn, new moon in Capricorn in your 8th house. So anyway, let's focus on this new moon in Capricorn, see what you can expect, Gemini. I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck, okay? I don't think I used it for you last time. Have I ever? We are moving into the age of Aquarius. We're on the brink of it, okay? All right, so let's see what you can expect for this new moon in Capricorn. That popped out. Oh my gosh. That's a good, that one wants to come out. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this new moon is gonna be pretty wildly life-changing. Wow, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's a new path opening up for you in a big way. Remember, Jupiter's in your sign. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune attributed to Jupiter. You see that it's a 10 when 0 equals 1, new beginning. This is a fated new path. Things are going to move really fast with the 8 of Wands. Wow, huge. Now, this card, incidentally, attributed to Mercury and Sagittarius. There you go. You got 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And if you're seeking love, or if there's anything that has to do with love and romance, we call this the arrows of love as well. So it's your ambitions, your passions. It's something landing for you. It's something there's something moving for you, and fast and quickly when it comes to even like signing a contract or something with work or work matters as well. Like I said, you could have something with legal matters as well, like signing something, but that's really big. And then you have the 4 of Pentacles as well. Okay, so just prioritize you. I'm not surprised the 4 of Pentacles came up. 4 of Pentacles is actually attributed to Sun in Capricorn. We do have the Sun in Capricorn during this new moon in Capricorn in your 8th house, which has to do with finances, but also remember partnerships as well. But it's all about building that structure, that stability, taking that time for that to happen. Okay, prioritizing you, putting things in order. You have no idea. Like, that's amazing with that Wheel of Fortune coming out. Oh my goodness. All right. So you are definitely, it's pretty life changing here with the Page of Wands, the Lovers and Justice, the Sun, the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to start seeing things shift in this huge way, but it's you taking that inspired action. Okay. You taking that inspired action. Again, you're already pretty active. Be your authentic self. You're going to be amazing. Gemini, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Next week, we'll go deeper into the, we'll do January. We do January. All right. And Happy New Year. If I don't, I'll see you. I'm going to say, I'll see you. All right. So I'll do a New Year thing in near New Year's. All right. Y'all are amazing. All right. I love y'all. All right. Thanks so much, Gemini. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.